everyone, I'm glad to introduce our recent work about Overflow. My presentation title is Haste Makes Waste, an empirical study of fast answers in Overflow. I am Lu Yao from National University of Defense Technology. I will lead the report in these three parts. I first introduce the background of our work. As we can see, programming Q&A sets have been an important resource for developers to solve programming problems. That sites always employ a crowdsourcing model that relies on developers' volunteer participation to contribute answers, comments, and votes. Therefore, how to motivate developers' active participation is crucial for the continuous development of the community. To address this issue, modern programming Q&A sites employ reward-based elements such as points and badges. A most visible example is Overflow. For example, this is my homepage on SO, and we can see that the top of the page displays information regarding various gamification rewards such as reputation, privileges, and badges. How to earn these gamification rewards in SO? Take the core mechanism reputation, for example. Users earn reputation when their answers are approved by the community. For instance, users can earn 10 and 15 reputation when their answers are upvoted and accepted respectively. Because the number of fresh questions and the chances for the answers of being voted and accepted are limited, the chances of acquiring the gamification rewards are relatively limited within a certain period of time. Consequently, the use of reward-based elements may lead to increased effects of competition. In particular, to earn the gamification rewards, a portion of SO users compete to post answers as promptly as possible, because fast answers can maximize their chances of having a higher rank in the answer list, thus attracting more views and possible upvotes and acceptance. This phenomenon has been described as the fastest gun in the West problem in Stack Exchange. However, the FA behavior may result in dirty, unthoughtful, and low-quality answers. As the example in the slide shows, 3 users posted their answers within 5 minutes after the question was created. The first answer was very short, and the fastest 2 answers had errors. The 5th answer was finally accepted by the asker. Moreover, the FAs with initial upvotes may trigger a snowball effect in which they continuously obtain more and more upvotes, which leads to later but high-quality answers having to fight an uphill battle to gain attention and receive upvotes. To obtain a deep understanding of this phenomenon, in this paper, we focus on these 3 research questions. We define a FA as an answer that is posted in a very short period of time after the question is created. This short time span can largely reflect the answerer's point hunting behavior, thereby indicating his or her intention to win gamification rewards. To that end, we refer to the definition of rapid response in this paper and define a FA as an answer whose response time exceeds the 20th percentile among all answers. We calculated the threshold based on SO data covering the 10-year period following the launch of SO, and the value was 439 seconds. To answer RQ1 and RQ2, we conducted quantitative analysis of the SO data. To answer RQ3, we performed both quantitative and qualitative analysis. We first used regression modeling to understand how FAs are associated with different quality metrics. Then, based on the quantitative results, we conducted a qualitative study of 300 instances of FAs, which helped us obtain more in-depth insights into the results. In terms of the popularity of FAs, we first analyzed the contribution distribution of FA answerers. The results show that the number of FA answerers for the FAs approximately follows the Pareto distribution. 20% of the FA answerers who posted at least 8 FAs contributed 86% of the FAs, with one user even posting 26,288 FAs. We further analyzed the total number of answers that the answerers with at least 8 FAs contributed to the community and found that they contributed more than half of all answers. Furthermore, we analyzed how the FA phenomenon is developing over time. We can see from the first figure that the number of questions, answers, and answers that were created each year steadily increased in the first 5 years after the launch of SO, with similar growth trends for FAs and the related indicators. However, in the next 5 years, the number of FAs and the related indicators tended to decrease. We further analyzed the annual growth in the ratio of FAs to all answers and found that the ratio had sustained growth during the first 3 years but starts to decline during the next 5 years. Therefore, we reached the following conclusion. To understand how users in different roles behave in response to FAs, we performed a comprehensive analysis of the key activity features. The results show that more than half of successive FAs are posted in less than 1 day. The ranking of voted answers is generally less than 5. More than 90% of FAs are not edited by other users. In terms of accuracy rate, we first focus on the quality of the answer body. We compare the answer body quality indicators of FAs and NFAs and summarize the results in the figure. The results of the WMW tests show that the answer length, code-snippet length, and readability index of FAs are significantly lower than those of NFAs, with a small significant effect size. Next, we explore the assessment of FA quality from the perspective of askers and the crowd. We first fit a multiple linear regression to model the Wilson score of the answers. The first table presents the results of the regression model, and we can see that the model fits the data well. It explains 69.2% of the variance. As expected, each first answer has a significant positive effect on the answer's Wilson score and explains approximately 0.9% of the variance explained. Thus, FAs are associated with more scores from the crowd, and the FA answerers did win reputation through posting FAs. Then, we used logistic regression to model the asker assessment of answers. The results show that whether an answer is a FA has a significant but negligible negative effect on asker assessment. Based on the quantitative results, we conducted a qualitative analysis of 300 sampled questions with FAs to better understand the quality of FAs and their real cases in terms of solving the problems. The main results show that approximately 14% of the FAs solved the problem by occupying a first seat and solving the problem in the comments. Consequently, we conclude that FAs are significantly lower in answer length, snippet length, and readability than non-fast answers. FAs have no relationship with acceptance from the perspective of asker assessment. A considerable portion of FAs solve the problem by interacting with asker in the comments.